blood trail. We found one. They were attacked. No.
Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic. We should have... We can't leave them like this.
What if we're only making it worse?
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither do they. Not out here in the wind and... I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it, but Licinia and her sister did. I want to understand, so I'm going to borrow this for a while. You had every reason not to trust us, but I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you.
Thank you for your report. We shall inform the troops of these developments and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the victor's spoils.
I pray you are right.
I am sorry to have put...
My distress is nothing. So tell me, what else have we learned?
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Populares, Maxima identified. They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current... The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's Third Legion clashed with the First, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad. Unless something or someone in...
It brings to mind events of the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front lines, Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Xen...
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers, while some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances, one after another.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly. Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the Third Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies. And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, and Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsa. Shortly thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession, and in response, the First Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat.
So no one is at fault? And everyone...
I should add that both parties received substantial financial.
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the Third Legion's coffers, but the First...
It would seem so. Though the Populares determined that the First Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House...
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Asahi, was playing both sides against you...
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by... From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any... But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, may the Tower of Babel stand as testament.
This sounds awfully familiar.
We have something to show you all.
Varus spoke to them through this radio.
We are of one mind.
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a picture is beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
My friends! A young man was caught trying to steal. Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside.
I think we do.
Who do we have here?
Garleans? Traitors to...
I am Lucia Junius, a temple knight of Ish...
Iulus Pier Norbanus. And that's all...
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we... But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe. Whether you believe me or not, those are the facts. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed. If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn...
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you, and if you wish to treat with him, I will take you, but...
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal...
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoy.
May I ask why?
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Garleans face. How their futures and lives...
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true.
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause.
A couple of children and what?
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified.
There are many dangers. These are their chosen
Very well.
Yes, sir! I present to you our Lord Quintus Van Kina, Legatus of the First Legion.
The first? I had no idea you had survived.
We lost our Emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived. In a manner much to your liking, I dare.
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
Spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering. Driven from our ancestral homeland into this blasted waste. Yet still it was only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Conquest and Empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varys understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow, and...
I do not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why... Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. We wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do.
Perhaps you would. But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not, if we accept their aim. And after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference, to make this world of ours better. What I'm trying to say is, there are so many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here, and all we're asking is for you to tell us what...
So much blood has been shed, so much lost, all because of this endless war. Can we not work together to face our problem?
Answer me this, young. If a world without conflict is it because we do not share your heritage? That our ideals and disparity is the root. That is why we Garleans will never submit. It seems there is... You will remain here while I decide what is...
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. Collar them.
What are these?
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stop! Keep away from that one. The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed. Even if he allowed himself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If he refuses to obey, we will...
You needn't worry about us.
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon.
Even now, you still... You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be. You will be their warden.
Yes, sir.